Hello everyone, welcome back to CNA, the daily news analysis. Today, the date is 4th of December. These are my working experiences. We will go through it. If you want to download today's PDF, you can join our WhatsApp group or our Telegram channel. There are also other platforms through which you can connect to us. I'd like to inform about our IGP program, interview guidance program, which is going on in full swing, and the registration is still on. And it is completely free. So please let your dear ones, your friends and family know about it. This is our content page. These are the following topics that we will be discussing today. So let's start with the first topic, World Malaria Report 2023. So why was it in the news? Because WHO, World Health Organization, reported that in 2022, India accounted for 66% of the malaria cases in Southeast Asia. So that's why it was in the news. About malaria. So malaria is a disease caused by Plasmodium parasite, which is spread by female Anopheles mosquitoes. So please remember this. Apart from that, there are 5 types. There are 5 types of this parasite. This is Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae, and Plasmodium knowlesi. How malaria is spread? So this process is very, very important. And also, if you know that Amar Ohomote, Amar Barak region, এই বস্তুটো ডিসকভাৰ কৰা হৈছিল that more female mosquitoes or পৰা হে malaria disease to spread. So আপোনালোকে যদি জানে কোনে এই বস্তুটো ডিসকভাৰ কৰিছিল, এজন ডক্টৰ এজন আছিল, so please write it down, the name of the doctor in the comment section. And also তাতে লগতে লিখি দিব that Nobel Prize পাইছিল তেখেতে. Now কোনটো ইয়াৰত পাইছিল, that is also important. So please write it down in the comment box. Search it out. All upon curiosity, apnalogar build karo and write it down. How malaria is spread? This is very, very important because process to ami jana to important. The Plasmodium parasite is spread by the female Anopheles mosquitoes, as already we have said, which are known as night-biting mosquitoes because they most commonly bite between the dusk and the dawn. So once a person is bitten, the parasite enters the bloodstream and travels to the liver. Our liver পৰা লাহেকে the bloodstream লৈকে যায় আৰু bloodstream পৰা যেতিয়া নেকি blood খিনি multiply কৰে তেতিয়া parasites খিনি কি হয় multiply হৈ গৈ থাকে. Okay, so eventually আমি যদি চাও malaria does not spread directly from person to person. So about the report says that the World Health Organization's World Malaria Report shows a global increase in the malaria cases, reaching 249 million in 2022. Despite improved access to the insecticide-treated nets and medicines, the report also highlights the threat of climate change as well, with climate change influencing mosquito behavior and transmission. So, আপোনালোকে জানে মস্কিটো কেনেকুৱা জায়গা বিলাকত হিহঁতে থাকে, এটা হ্যাবিটেটস বিলাক জানে আৰু ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জৰ কাৰণে আমি চাইছো that হিহঁতৰ হ্যাবিটেটস বিলাক হিহঁতৰ ফেভৰত হৈ গৈ আছে. Apart from that, conflictও আছে, like humanitarian crisisও আছে, resource constraintsও আছে আৰু biological challenges বিলাকও আছে যিবিলাকে এই processটো hinder কৰে. Apart from that, what does the report say about India? Now, India kotha jodi ami sao, India and Indonesia all together, they have accounted for 94% of all the malaria deaths in the Southeast Asia region in 2022. Nearly 46% of these cases were caused by Plasmodium vivax. India has reduced malaria cases and deaths by over half since 2000. But still, in 2016, it have also introduced its first national framework for malaria elimination. Okay, and India aims for a malaria-free country by 2027 and 2030. So that was the first news. Please go through this question and do attempt. Unemployment rate in the urban areas. So again, at a survey kora hol, that's why it was in the news, because the National Sample Survey Office, okay, it reported a decrease in the urban employment from 7.2% in July-September to 6.6% in July-September 2023. As per the Union Labor Ministry's survey, Okay, so ইয়াতে যেটো আমাৰ সাৰ্ভে কৰা হয় সেই সাৰ্ভেটোৰ পৰা আমি কি গম পালো that যেটো আমাৰ আনএমপ্লয়মেন্টৰ ৰেট আছে সেই আনএমপ্লয়মেন্টৰ ৰেটটো আমাৰ কি হৈছে ডিক্ৰিজ হৈ গৈছে so that's a good thing. Major highlights যদি আমি চাও of the recent PLFS বুলি ক'লে periodic labor force survey. Okay, so এই সাৰ্ভেটোৰ মতে আমি কি গম পাইছো that আমাৰ urban unemployment rate টো ডিক্ৰিজ হৈ গৈছে 7.2 পৰা 6.6% লকে আজি তাৰিখলৈ okay so last year July September পৰা আজি তাৰিখৰ আজি ইটো ইয়াৰৰ July September লকে এটা ডিক্ৰিজ হোৱা বুলি আমি গম পাইছো আৰু লগতে এটা পজিটিভ ট্ৰেন্ড হৈছে for the females okay পজিটিভ ট্ৰেন্ড এটা হৈছে for the females so the worker population ratio has also increased from 44.5% to 46% okay for the 15-year-olds while the labor force participation rate LFPR okay LFPR যেটো কয় what is the labor force participation rate it is nothing but the ratio between the labor force and the total working population of that nation. About the periodic labor force survey কেনে ধৰণৰ আমাৰ সাৰ্ভেটো হয় হেতু যদি আমি চাও কোনে লঞ্চ কৰে আমাৰ ন্যাশনাল স্যাম্পল সাৰ্ভে অফিস NSSO ইহতে লঞ্চ কৰে so লঞ্চ কৰিছিলে এটো আমাৰ in April 2017 and kele launch korisile simply to provide the frequent labor force data. The survey also aims to estimate the key employment and unemployment indicators in urban areas in the current weekly status and annually as well in both urban and the rural areas. Okay, so urban areas bilakot jodi ami saw tata weekly status ulai aru annually to ulai both urban and rural areas amar annually ulai. Now, major issues related to our unemployment in the urban areas. So, ebila questions bila apnalogor karone mains or karone bahut important. APSC mains or karone ba UPSC mains or very very important. So, ebila apnaloge janibo lage trend dot ki choli ase. So, amar jodi some major issues bila kitale one of the major issues is what structural unemployment. So, structural unemployment keneke dhonor bostu hoy? Okay, so structural unemployment বুলি আমি কেতিয়া কওঁ যেতিয়া নেকি এটা চেঞ্জ এটা আহে ট্ৰেন্ডত এটা চেঞ্জ এটা আহে okay for example আগতে এটা সময় আছিল যত নেকি মানুহবিলাকে ল্যান্ড ফোনস ইউজ কৰিছিলে ৰাইট so এতিয়া ঘপকছে এতিয়া আমাৰ চেঞ্জ এটা আহি গল ট্ৰেন্ডত এতিয়া সবৰ হাতে হাতে মোবাইল আছে no one what people rarely use land phones right so that is the thing so আগতে যিবিলাক ল্যান্ড ফোনৰ ৰিলেটেড হিতৰ যিমানখিনি মানুহ আছিল যিবিলাক মানুহ হেবিলাক ইন্ডাষ্ট্ৰি লগত বা হেবিলাক সাৰ্ভিসৰ লগত জড়িত হৈ আছিল হিহঁতৰ কি হৈ গল এতিয়া now they are unemployed because হিহঁতৰ স্কিল সেট টো ল্যান্ড ফোনৰ লগতে হয় okay হিহঁতৰ স্কিল সেট টো মোবাইল সেটৰ লগত হিহঁতে যদি ইমপ্ৰুভ কৰিব পৰা নাই তেতিয়া হলে হিহঁতৰ লগত স্ট্ৰাকচাৰাল আনএমপ্লয়মেন্ট এটা চলি আছে okay so that is our structural unemployment so hebilak hoy kile due to a lack of skills and also a misaligned education system and rapid technological advancements. Apart from that, the informal sector dominates the workforce okay যেটো informal sector আছে হিহঁতে পুৰা dominate কৰি থৈছে workforce employing 83% of the population with 92.4% being informal workers without benefits at all. This underutilization of human resources leads to low pay and job insecurity. Apart from that, rapid urbanization and population influx have outpaced the job creation, causing strain on the job market and higher unemployment rates. Apart from that, rural to urban migration often leads to oversupply of labor in cities, and it exacerbates urban poverty and overemphasizes educational qualifications. So urban poverty to aro beya kori diye aro educational qualification upon basically hote emphasize kore and which ultimately results in underemployment or unemployment among migrant populations as well. Okay, apart from that, government's initiative related to employment, that is the initiative Smile was very much in the news frequently recently, and apart from that, beleg news like beleg bur dia ase apnaloke ebar schemes bilak sai labo. Then again comes up with a question, please do attempt. Now next hamar hoy gol about the cotton sector in India. So cotton sector in India, which is very, very important for us. And why was it in the news? Because India aims, okay, এটা committee এটা হৈছিলে আৰু committee to session এটা হৈছিলে আৰু session to এইখিনি কথা উল্লেখ কৰা গৈছে that আমাৰ এটা aim আছে to become the largest global cotton producer, okay, which was actually announced by the Union Minister for Textiles, Commerce and Industry during the 81st plenary session of the International Cotton Advisory Committee. So this is very, very important. And please, আপোনালোকে যদি নাজানে Union Minister for Textiles, Commerce and Industry কোন হয়, তেতিয়াহলে আপোনালোকে এবাৰ চাই লওক, search কৰক and write the name of the person in the comment box. Cotton sector in India. So cottonৰ আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়াত কেনে ধৰণৰ ষ্টেটাছ আছে সেইটো যদি আমি চাওঁ, তেতিয়াহলে এইটো আমাৰ কাৰণে এটা কমাৰ্চিয়েল ক্ৰপ হয়, okay, এটা very commercial, crucial commercial crop হয়, and it accounts for 25% of the global cotton production, with the largest cotton cultivation area. আৰু আমাৰ largest cotton cultivation area আমাৰ ভাৰততে আছে। আৰু যদি producer হিচাপে চাওঁ, তেতিয়াহলে আমি secondত আছো, firstত আছে চাইনা। But সেই হিচাপে যদি চাওঁ employment হিচাপে, তেতিয়াহলে approximately 6 million cotton farmers আমাৰ লগত আছে, okay, and 40 to 50 million people are directly or indirectly involved in the cotton processing and trade. So numbers are very, very big, okay. Apart from that, the Indian textile industry uses a diverse range of fibers and yarns with a 60-40 ratio, cotton to non-cotton ratio, okay. So বেলেগ জায়গাবিলাকত 30-70 চলে, কিন্তু আমাৰ ইয়াতে 60-40 চলে in case of cotton to non-cotton fiber ratio. So cotton, it is a major contributor to the India's net foreign exchange as well, and is aiming to reach 250 billion by 2030, including 100 billion exports. That is why cotton is also known as what? The white gold. Let's have a look at the growing conditions. So cotton cultivation requires a hot, sunny climate with a long frost-free period, and is most productive in warm, humid conditions, okay. So warm, humid condition hobo lagibo, so humidity ate high hobole lagibo. Apart from that, it can be grown in various soil types, including well-drained, deep alluvial, variable depth, black clay, and mixed black and red kind of soil. India is the country to grow all the 4 species of cultivated cotton, okay. And kunka 4 species ase amar eta likha ase, apnaloke names kini xylem, Gossypium arboreum, and 3 others. The majority of the cotton comes from the 10 major cotton growing states, আৰু তাতে যদি আমি division কৰো, northern zone আছে, central zone আছে, আৰু southern zone আছে, comprising of these following districts. Now let's have a look at the India's efforts towards improving the cotton productivity. So India has 2 advisory groups for cotton and man-made fiber, representing the entire textile value chain. Now, PM Mitra, it is a central government scheme which promotes mega textile parks and value the chain promotion as well. আৰু তাৰ উপৰিও the National Technical Textiles Mission, which promotes the research and development in technical textiles, is also doing good. The Kasturi Cotton Bharat, okay, Kasturi Cotton Bharat. Now this is a brand, okay, it is a brand which is a carbon positive brand, and it is traceable using blockchain technology as well. The Textile Ministry and Department of Consumer Affairs also plans to open testing laboratories nationwide for high quality textile products. So this is very, very important. So that's why the Likasa state of the art testing laboratory. So it can open over, okay, very recently, we hope. Apart from that, drone based pesticide spraying we inculcate korisu, so that Indian cotton farmers will benefit from the technology. Adding that the use of innovation and the Internet of Things, IoT, will benefit Indian cotton farmers. Now let's have a look at the International Cotton Advisory Committee. Yar pura prelims or apnalokor question bonibo pare. So International Cotton Association, it is an international body for cotton and cotton textiles, founded in 1939. It advocates for the cotton producing nations and publishes studies, obviously, Although most countries are members, China and Turkmenistan are not. Okay, China and Turkmenistan are not. Apart from that, in 2000, the ICSE and private sector cotton organizations initiated the International Forum for Cotton Promotion. Okay, so International Forum for Cotton Promotion. Now, this forum facilitates domestically focused and funded cotton promotion programs. Okay, so a black program black facilitate correct. So this forum. So this was the third news. Yes, goes a question. Please attempt. Now, the fourth news of the day is about the COP28. Okay, so this is very, very important. Conference of Parties 28. So why was it in the news? Because the UN Climate Change Conference in Dubai is set to conclude the first ever global stocktake since the 2015 Paris Agreement, determining future actions for stringent national policies, ambitious goals, and financial support for the poorer countries' transition to the clean energy. So that is why it was in the news. So COP28. So let me know, guys, that Amar India kuntu convention of parties hoisile. Okay, which COP? So please let me know. Now about COP28 যদি আমি চাও তেতিয়াহলে it was the 28th আমাৰ হেৰি আছিল conference আছিল which was held in Dubai. Okay, কেতিয়াৰ পৰা কেতিয়ালৈকে হৈ আছে it continuous আমাৰ চলি আছে November 30 ৰ পৰা December 12 লৈকে. Apart from that, এই যেটো আমাৰ conference টো হৈছে তাৰ main agenda টো কি হৈছে? It includes the discussions on limiting the global temperatures rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so পৃথিৱীৰ যিমান আছে এতিয়া temperature তাতছে at least 1.5 degree আমি বাঢ়িব দিব পাৰো তাতছে বেছি দিব নোৱাৰো. Okay, apart from that, তাৰ আৰু side agendas আছে like supporting the vulnerable communities and achieving the net zero emissions by 2050. So the UAE holds the presidency this year with Dr. Sultan Ahmed Al Jaber as the president. So please try to remember this name. Okay. Apart from that, significance যদি আমি চাও তেতিয়াহলে এই যে conference হৈছিলে এইটো it focuses on the implementing the Paris climate change agreement যেটো আছিল 1.5 degree Celsius যেটো agreement হেতু implement কৰা again কথা কৈছে আৰু লগতে also it is involved in enhancing the global efforts to combat the climate change. It also aims to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions by 43% by 2030 to limit the temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius. So few days back আৰু এটা তেনেকা ওলাইছিলে য'তকে কৈছিলে that আমি যেনেকাকে চলি আছো সেই হিচাপে আমি চাব গলে 1 degree Celsius আমি cross কৰি দিম. So we will have to do other things as well. Apart from that, আৰু agendas বিলাকত যদি আমি চাও তেতিয়াহলে it also includes the framing a finance facility for the vulnerable communities, establishing a global finance goal for the developing nations, fostering an energy transition, and incorporating annual meetings related to the convention, Paris Agreement, and Kyoto Protocol as well. So about the global stocktake, so stocktake was that কথা যেটো উল্লেখ কৰা গৈছিলে এটো কি হয়? Now this is a 5-year process. Okay, this is a 5-year process for countries and stakeholders to evaluate progress towards achieving the Paris climate change agreement's goal, identifying gaps and accelerating the climate action. So the first stocktake will conclude at COP28 itself, and the process begins with COP21, where countries set emission reduction targets and adapt to the climate change impacts. So যিখিনি targets আছিলে বা আমাৰ হেখিনি আমি nationally determined contributions হিচাপেও আমি set কৰি থৈছো. So আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়াৰো আছে NDC. Okay, so ইণ্ডিয়াৰ যিখিনি NDC আছে please let me know in the comment box. Okay, search it out, guys. Google kora ba belag source pra loa, but make it a habit of doing that so that tumalogor jiman beshi repeat hoi thake tumaloke himan beshi tumalogor chances reduce hoi jay that you will forget about these points in the exam time. So initial report for on the first global stocktake in the September 2023. It revealed the progress but highlighted gaps in implementation. Okay, so progress to kotha koise that both gaps implement kora. It also called for an all of society approach. Okay, it also called for an all of society approach to achieve the Paris Agreement goals and address the climate crisis. The report highlighted opportunities and creative solutions to bridge these gaps on implementation. It also noted a 1.2 degrees Celsius. It also noted a 1.2 degrees Celsius increase in global temperature since the pre-industrial times already. Okay, so if that was why it was in the news. So here goes the question, please attempt. Okay, now comes our prelims fact. So first fact is about the leadership group for industry transition. So transition, itu eta agreement eta kora hoisile. Okay, kora hoise within India and Sweden. Okay, India and Sweden. So ekeloge hota launch korise. Okay, leadership group for industry transition and led IT 2.0 during the COP28 World Climate Action Summit hosted in Dubai. Okay, so তাতে আমাৰ কি facts খিনি দিয়া আছে about lead IT চাই লব এবাৰ. Now next I will Arogya Matri 8 Cube. Now this is very innovative. Now this is the world's first portable hospital. Okay, so Arogya Matri 8 Cube. This is the world's first Arogya portable hospital, which was unveiled recently in Gurugram. Okay, this is very important. And the picture that dia ase apnaloke sai lobo tar details bilago dia ase, like amar jeto ki boli koa hoise first portable hospital jot neki bahut khini bostu thakibo, like the mini ICU, operation theater, cooking station, food, water, power generator, blood test equipment, x-ray machine and more. Okay, so that's why the news ot asile. Now the third point is about Mr. Ayothi Thas Pandithar. Now this is a very important person. So he was recently the Tamil Nadu government installed a statue of Dalit rights and anti-caste activist Ayothi Thas Pandithar at the Gandhi Mandapam in Chennai. Okay, তেখেতৰ কথা ইয়াতে দিয়া আছে, তেখেতৰ কন্ট্ৰিবিউশন বিলাক দিয়া আছে. This is very important. আৰু এই লাইনটো আপোনালোকে পাৰ্টিকুলাৰলি ভালকে মনত ৰাখিব, বিকজ তেখেতে এষ্টাব্লিছ কৰিছিলে কি দ্য দ্ৰাবিড়া মহাজন সভা। ওকে, কেতিয়া? ইন 1899 কাৰ লগত? মিষ্টাৰ ৰত্নামলাই শ্ৰীনিবাসন। ওকে, দিস ইজ ভেৰি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট। তেখেতে কি ফাউণ্ড কৰিছে, কি এষ্টাব্লিছ কৰিছে, সেইবিলাক বহুত বেছি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হয়। এপাৰ্ট ফ্ৰম দ্যাট হি অলসো এষ্টাব্লিছ দ্য সাখ্যা বুদ্ধিষ্ট সোসাইটি ইন মাদ্ৰাছ, okay, with branches all over South India. Okay, so it was in the news. So tekhet is on a बहुत important personality hoy, tekhetor opor question ahibole pare. This is our academic team, this is our content developing and technical team. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much.